Picture the last listing appointment you walked out of. The door closes behind you, the sellers look at each other, and one of them says, "Okay, what was different about her?" Could they answer that in one sentence? If you're not sure, stay with me, because that one sentence is the difference between the signed listing agreement and the "we decided to go a different direction" text you get on Thursday afternoon. Welcome to Mastermind Monday. Every Monday, one concept that makes you money, 5 minutes, no fluff. Episode 1 is about the thing every agent swears they have, and almost nobody actually does. A real USP. Let's set the scene because you've lived it. Kitchen table, nice house. Sellers who already interviewed 2 other agents this week. Agent 1 said they're a full-service, aggressive negotiator who's available 24/7. Agent 2 said they provide white-glove concierge-level service and they really listen. Then you sat down and said, honestly, pretty close to the same thing. Professional photography, drone footage, social media blitz, same folder, just different logo. Here's the brutal part. When every option sounds identical, human beings default to the one number that is actually different: your commission. You didn't lose that listing because you're worse at this. You lost it to sameness. USP stands for unique selling proposition, the specific reason a seller picks you over the other 3 names on their list. It's not your tagline, it's not your mission statement, and it's definitely not "I care more." Everybody says that. Nobody believes it. The idea goes back to the 1940s. An ad man named Rosser Reeves studied the biggest campaigns of his era and found they all did the same thing. Each one made a single specific promise the competition either couldn't make or wouldn't dare to. He wrote it up in a book in 1961, and it still works because human beings haven't changed. A USP isn't clever. A USP is a promise with teeth. Melts in your mouth, not in your hand. Your package gets there overnight, guaranteed. Specific, provable, risky to say. 3 parts. 1, what you genuinely do better than the agent across town. 2, what this seller actually loses sleep over, not what you're proud of. 3, it shows up everywhere, and this is where most agents blow it. You put a nice line on your website and then it vanishes. Your pre-listing packet doesn't mention it, your voicemail doesn't say it, your sign rider doesn't say it, your ISA doesn't even know it exists, your listing presentation buries it on slide 14. If your USP not only lives on your website, it's not a USP, it's a screensaver. Here's the gut check. Say your USP out loud, but start with the words, "Only we." Only we provide exceptional communication. Your competitor says that. Wallpaper. Only we have a proven marketing system. They have a folder that says the exact same thing. Wallpaper. If your closest competitor could say your sentence word for word and it would still be true, congratulations, you don't have a USP. You have a decoration. Here's the one I ran. I'll sell your home in 90 days or I'll pay you $5,000 at closing. And it worked. Nobody else in my market would touch it. Understand why it worked, because this is the whole lesson. A seller's deepest fear is not a low offer. It's their house sitting. Sitting means price drops. Sitting means the neighbors start asking, what's wrong with it? Sitting means they're the family whose home nobody wanted. That promise took their biggest fear and moved it onto my balance sheet. That's what a real USP does. It transfers the risk from them to you. That's why it's scary to say. And that's why it wins. Fast, because people mix these up. A tagline is for recognition. Just do it. Aimed at everyone. A value proposition is broad. Sell for more in less time with less stress. A USP is a scalpel. It exists for one job, beating the other agent at that kitchen table. Use all 3 if you want, But if you only sharpen one, sharpen the USP. That's the one that wins the head-to-head. This week's assignment, write your USP, one sentence, then start it with only we and say it out loud. If your competitor could say it too, back to the drawing board. What do you do better? For who? And does it show up everywhere a seller bumps into you? Drop your draft into the comments. I'll pick a few and give you a real feedback next Monday. And I'll be honest with you. So bring thick skin. That's episode 1 of Mastermind Monday. Subscribe so you don't miss the next one. See you next Monday.